Hey, what's up guys, it's Benny here and welcome to my Q&A video and the road to 300 plus as well. I've been meaning to do this Q&A video for so long, but I've whacked a 202 for 2 gameplay I think in the background, which isn't too important. I just want to whack gameplay on it, which could be interesting to watch in the background, so I hope you enjoy that. But anyway, let's get cracking on with the Q&A, and we have the first question. Right. Stephen Robson asked, if I were a sucker, would you suck me or chew me? Right, that is quite a disturbing first question. I open it up and I get that. What is going on? What is life? I have no idea why everyone keeps saying that. But if I were a sucker, would you suck me or chew me? Alright, I'm definitely a chewer. Alright, definitely chew it. Q&A, what was your best... Alright, Cod Ace asks, what's your best Call of Duty memory of all time? God, that's hard, because I've been playing Call of Duty for a long time now, but it's probably the one that just springs to mind was in COD 4 when I started playing. It was on this map broadcast which came out of the DLC, I think. I can't actually remember, but it was the first time I think I did anything amazing on Call of Duty, something that went, oh my god. I was a pretty decent player in COD 4, like when I just started. I was like, but there's this kind of room in the top of broadcast or something. It was held off, and my brother was sat next to me watching, and all the enemy team on ground war just came piling through the room, and I was just there with my MP5, and I managed to get a 6-man feed, switch to the pistol, gun the 2 people down, and stand with a knife, and I was just sat there going, oh my god, that was incredible. If only I had that thing now, I'd probably look back and go, it's not as amazing, but in my head it was just like the bit where I was like, oh my god, that was amazing. That's the best thing. My brother was just sitting there going, oh, that was awesome. So that was probably my best Call of Duty memory that just springs to mind anyway. Right, Noodles Kill People, that is a name. That is a name. Asks, I have 2 questions. One, have you ever thought of doing BMX skating and stuff like that? Well, I used to do skate when I went to my cousins, because my cousins used to skate. They were pretty good, right? It was the only time I'd ever tried skating, and I was useless. I was like beyond terrible. Like I was trying to do an ollie, and the board just wouldn't go off the floor. Don't know what I was doing, and then I can just remember falling on the floor constantly trying to do these tricks. So I've tried it, and I thought of doing it, but it just never ever worked out for me. I just wasn't good. And his second question: can I ask 2 questions? You just did. Alright, there we go. The Mr. What the Duck asks, what was your favourite game of all time? Favourite game of all time? It's probably going to have to go to one of my childhood old school favourites, which is Final Fantasy VII. That was a game that was just absolutely incredible. I can just remember spending so many hours doing that game. It was like the first main game that I played. I used to remember watching, because we were really young back then, we weren't allowed to really play it. My dad, we bought it, we got my mum to get it for my dad for his birthday. Secretly we wanted to play it. We were just like, yeah, he really wants Final Fantasy VII for the PlayStation. God, can you remember the old school PlayStation? God, how times have changed. I just remember just looking there going, I want to play. I just used to, it's the one campaign that I can, because I'm not really a campaign player. I'm not the biggest fan of playing campaigns. Like, I'll sit down and enjoy a campaign, but personally I prefer playing multiplayer. I prefer playing competitive stuff. There are some campaigns out there which are absolutely insane, and I love to bits, but I love interacting with people while playing games, and just sitting down in a campaign. You don't really get to do that, sadly, but it's still Final Fantasy VII. Easily, without a doubt, my favourite game of all time, I think. Alright, Define Hate, a question for the Q&A. Have you always aspired to be a gamer, as in making money from playing games and providing entertainment, or did you have another path that you wanted to take, but for some reason you could not take that route? God, that is a long question. Have I always aspired to be a gamer? Well, no, I've never really aspired to be a gamer, but I've always played games. I've always loved playing games. So I suppose I kind of just fallen into being a gamer, as in making money. Like, I don't really, never thought you could make money from playing games. That was just something that kind of was out of my head, like when I've always played it. I've just always played it because it's been a really big hobby of mine, and I love playing games. So like, it's just one of those things. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of watching TV and stuff. I'd rather just sit down, play a game with chats with mates and stuff like that. But the thing is the interesting thing is, you said I'm providing entertainment. I've always wanted to work in the entertainment industry, whether I did acting, presenting, producing, directing, anything like that. It's something I've always wanted to do, and YouTube's kind of opened that up for me, because it means I can make my own content and try entertain people, and it's great experience, because like the jobs and stuff that I want to go into, everything I do on YouTube helps. It's all experience to me. It's why one of the reasons I absolutely love doing it, because it's two big passions of mine, which is gaming and doing like production and stuff like that, which is really, really cool. And the other route is just really going into, for me, is just going into entertainment. So I hope that answers your question anyway, Defined. All right, let's move on to Cloudy Death. Hey Benny, here's a question. What inspired you to make YouTube videos? It kind of links back to the last thing. I've always wanted to work in entertainment and production, and I was playing with a couple of my friends in Modern Warfare 3, Itzy Assassins and Jordan YT. And they're always like, because they were big people, they watched a lot of people on YouTube and stuff like that, and they said, Ben, why don't, because I was just playing with them, dropping like double M.O.A.Bs and stuff, they're like, oh Ben, why don't you make videos and stuff? And I was like, I just got, that got me thinking, and it was just like, yeah, I might as well do it. It'd be a great laugh to interact with everyone, get people seeing what I do and stuff like that. And I thought it just kind of fell together. I didn't initially plan on it, but let's quickly get a few more questions out, because we're coming up to the end of this gameplay. Benny, Ori the man asks, if you're trying to get 200 plus, how long does it take you to get one? How many games do you play before you get a 200 plus? This is the thing, when I read the comments on the 200 plus gameplays I upload, they're always like, oh, you fake booster, blah blah, and all this sort of stuff. They don't see a lot of the time that goes into getting the gameplays, because it takes so long to get a lobby that will stay in and take the punishment from the score streaks, because that's what the 200 plus gameplays are, and stuff like that. It's the punishment from score streaks. So score streaks do a lot of the work, and it's just all about getting a lobby that doesn't take those down, and so you have to be able to play consistently, get your streaks consistently, and just hope eventually a lobby stays in and takes it. So it'll take probably like 3 or 4 hours when going for one to get a 200 plus. That guy asked, do you use a custom controller, and why do you or not? I don't actually use a custom controller. I just use a standard Xbox controller, and I play Claw. I just don't see the point. Loads of people use scuffs and say it will improve your game and stuff like that, but I've never really seen the point of it. But anyway, guys, I can't believe it. I've still got so many questions left to answer, but I've covered all of them. No! I'm running out of time. I'm going to have to do another Q&A soon. But guys, I hope you just enjoyed this small introductory Q&A. Remember, if you guys enjoyed this, I'll do another one in the future. And I hope you enjoyed the gameplay back in the background, that 202 for 2 I think it was. And I'll see you all guys soon.